Yo legends, just popping in before we start with the weekly analysis. As some of you already know, I've decided to make my full Nasdaq course free and upload it to YouTube. I'm re-recording all of the videos and editing it, and I will upload it to YouTube as soon as I'm ready. So click on that subscribe button as well as a bell notification to be notified when you can start watching the full and complete Nasdaq course that used to cost 3,500 Rand. Yo, what is up legends? Hope you're all doing well. Had an awesome weekend so far. Let's have a look at what's happening in the market. Nasdaq is quite confusing at this stage. There's a lot happening and the market wants to play around with a lot of manipulation currently, just running up and down in the market. But I've got something in mind. I've got an idea. I've got something that's forming that I want us to have a look at that could possibly play out, and it seems interesting. So let's have a look on the monthly time frame quickly, just having a look at this structure, the overall structure on the monthly time frame. So we've got this massive bull push that's been going on for months now. We've got this bearish engulfing candle, and now a bit of a consolidation with two spinning tops, semi hammers that's formed here at the bottom, on top of these support zones that we've got, the monthlies and the weekly zones that we've got there, with a lot of wicks grabbing a lot of liquidity there. And on the weekly time frame, we've got something like this bear push breaking the structure here on the left, something like that, not retested there at the top. If we change the trend line, it looks like something like this, where this area has formed good enough resistance for the market to continue down for a second time now, and closing this week with a bearish engulfing candle. But the one thing that does catch my attention as well is this massive bullish engulfing candle with the two consecutive bullish candles after that, so showing that there is a bit of bull momentum coming back into the market in this area. If we look at the bear momentum we had there compared to the bull momentum was much stronger in this specific zone than it was looking at that candles there. There's a lot of wicks here, but the closure of the candle shows that the bulls were stronger, the three weekly candles, compared to the couple of weekly candles that came down from this specific zone here. If we mark it off something like that as a bit of a support zone here, so you can see the market broke through it again and now back at this area here. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, I'm seeing a lot of bears, but I am seeing a lot of bull momentum here at the bottom, so it could possibly play out that we could get some support here on the weekly time frame and possibly on the daily. So going to the daily time frame, having a look at the structure now, zooming out quite a bit so I can show you what I have in mind or what I'm seeing. If we look at this structure from where the market started moving downward, so we've got this area here move down, we've got a lot of smaller ABCD patterns that played out here, and then the market bit of a consolidation here at the bottom, and then a breakaway from this area here. So what I am seeing another movement down. So looking at the bigger scale of this structure is something like this. What I am noticing is a bit of a head and shoulders pattern that's possibly forming, and if we look at the amount of support that we have in this area, the monthly time frames or the monthly support zones, the weekly support zones, there is a strong possibility that this could play out. Also looking at the structure when the market started moving bullish, as you can see, the market just moved up on the daily time frame without coming back down, now only coming back down. And if we take our fib to use the ABCD patterns on the daily time frame, it looks like something like this, seeing that this daily structure here has been broken completely. So we've got this smaller ABCD patterns that played out here, and then we've got this massive push up without a liquidity grab here at the bottom as well. So this ABCD pattern could possibly play out on the daily, so in essence placing that as an A there, a B here at the top, and then a C here somewhere in the middle of this area, forming a nice head and shoulders pattern on the daily, possibly playing out something like that. Depends on how the market reacts and what the market forms as it's moving down. If it continues to form smaller ABCD patterns like this, here on the daily time frame, we could expect the market to possibly go down. But while it's just moving down like this, it could be that the market is actually just coming down to fit some liquidity. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, what I am noticing here is, as you can see, this massive bull push that we had here, and then the start of ABCD patterns playing out here. So this area is still very open for liquidity here, as well as the order block that I was looking for about 2 or 3 weeks ago that I wanted to be filled, where the market did not do that at all. So that area was ignored as well, and we can see that the head has a bit of a point here at the bottom that can be respected. If that happens, the market comes down lower, we can expect the market to possibly find its supports at this lower spot here. If it breaks through, we would most probably continue bearish. But for now, on the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, I'm expecting the market to actually come down and play around in this area, possibly grab some liquidity here in the middle. Looking at the candles at this area, we've got this massive bull candle here with that left the market with imbalances. So if I take away everything just to clear out the charts, and I'll show you, so here you can see clearly that we've got this imbalance in the market that needs to be filled as well. So this area can be tested and played around with before the market continues back up. So on a scale of looking at the structures of the candles on the weekly time frame, I could possibly expect the market to do something like this. If I take a bit of a tool like this and show you, that is something that I would be looking for the market to actually come back down, play around in the middle of this daily or this weekly candle, close out this imbalances that we've got here in the middle, and then possibly continue back up, completing the head and shoulders pattern on the daily time frame. So basically A, B, C, D, and then breakaway A, B, C, D, something like that. So that is what I'm seeing on the higher time frames for now, is where the market can possibly break out and continue bullish again. It depends on the economic factors that's running around in the world, still with the war going on and everything, but that could be a nice thing to look out for, possibly getting into a bigger time swing trade from the bottom here. Go into the lower time frames, the 4-hour, currently what's playing out in the market. Let me just clear out the imbalances. So yeah, looking at the structure that we've got on the 4-hour, if we look at what happened here, we've got this break of structure here where the market moved A, B, C, and then didn't want to complete a D and broke down. So that was our first ABCD pattern, bearish ABCD pattern on the 4-hour time frame, with another ABCD pattern started to form here. So that one didn't give us a good enough pullback. The second one basically gave us a good enough pullback with a bit of a resistance here at the top here. So that anchor candle holding the market below this, the top of the anchor candle, and the market continued bearish on Friday. If we go to the lower time frames, the 1 hour, having a look at the structure that we have here, where the market initially ignored this ABCD pattern starting here from the top there. The market ignored it, went up a little bit and then just smacked down. So if we take that and ignore that with the market, as the market's been doing, we take our fib and we have a look there, this anchor candle on the 4-hour that I mentioned. So this anchor candle that I mentioned here on the 1 hour held its ground, and the market decided to continue getting its resistance there and then continue playing down. So on the 1 hour ABCD pattern fib, we've got a nice 51 or 50% retracement, and the market broke down and clearing out that trade. So we've got an A, B, and then the market didn't get enough there. It went down a little bit more, and the market did something like that. A, B, C, completed it and went back down again. So we are current, and then we ran on later Friday, we ran on this ABCD pattern. I tried to catch that one, but there was a bit of manipulation that got me out, so I left the rest of it. So this one played out now, and we are currently above it. So this is the current ABCD pattern playing out on the 1 hour. Looking to see if the market is going to break down or go back up again from this area and possibly get us into a nice sell trade from this area again. If the market closes below this zone here, we can obviously move our fib up to where the market started retracing and then get us into a nice sell again to continue down. If I do continue following sells on the market in this manner, I would start looking to take my TPs at around 1400, around about this weekly zone here. Depending on what happens, 14,200 and 220 can also work, maybe a bit lower, but that is something that I'll be looking out for. I would not want to take any profits lower than 13,850, around about this area here. So if the market continues back down, this area would be the lowest area for me to take profits for now, to see what the market does and see if we can possibly get out here. One of the tricks that I've learned to students is the last swing before consolidation is basically where the market really or loves to turn around. And if we look at this consolidation here, the last swing before consolidation was around about this area here. So this area could very possibly play out as well, 13,650, 13,660 area, where the market can possibly turn around to complete its head and shoulders pattern. We've got this wick here on the left, and wicks never lie, so this area could also play out as a nice area to look to get into a buy with a buy limit, a risky buy limit, to see if the market just touches that area and jumps away. For now, this is what I'm seeing, the weekly time frame, the daily time frame. I'm looking to get into sells, continue the sells down till we get to this area, and start looking for my buy entries to possibly move up. Once again, I would look for break of structures on the lower time frames. That will be part of the candle confirmations of the higher time frame. So a 5 minutes or 15-minute break of structure where the market moved in bearish ABCD patterns, turns around and moves back into bullish ABCD patterns, will form, or will most probably form, a bullish engulfing candle or consecutive spinning tops on the 4-hour or the 1 hour. So let's have a look what's happening in the market for this week. I'm expecting mostly bear movement, but I am expecting the market to possibly turn around from this area. If you do break down all of these support zones here, I would like to continue my sales down further. For now, I'm not sure how far the market will fall. If it breaks down here completely, I would say that this area here at the bottom will be the first area where I would say, okay, well, maybe we should start looking to see if we can get support there, and if it breaks down there, obviously just use the rest of the support areas, like that one there, taking this one to the left here. Always look left in the market if you want good support or resistance zones. So those are the areas that will possibly work out if the market decides to break down completely and not complete this bullish ABCD patterns on the daily, as well as the head and shoulders pattern that I've just showed you guys. I hope this video helps you. I hope you enjoy the content. If you like it, please click on the like button, the subscribe button. I also hope that you have done yourself the favor to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you know when I will drop the full and complete Nasdaq course that I'm busy recording. So yeah, have an awesome week. Have a legendary week. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.